EA Sports coverage of the National Football League finds us a dozen miles east of the National Mall at the home of the Commanders here in Landover, Maryland. All right, we're just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. Set to go now on 1st and 10. First carry here for Kyron Williams. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. It's another run here for Williams. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down forthcoming. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Oh, intercepted. What a bad start on the 3rd play. It's the linebacker, Jack Campbell. That is a brutal way to start the game. You're thinking opening drive touchdown. Instead, that 3rd down pick turns into 6, Greg.
Yeah, Mike, and every offense all week works on that opening drive. It's such a critical way to get their players and get their offense settled into this game. And as you said, disastrous start, not only turning the ball over, but allowing the defense to capitalize and take it all the way back the other way.
The drive begins with a run by Williams. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
Here's 2nd and 6. They put a receiver in motion to the left. On the move past the 40. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line. They'll come up here 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Williams. Open space inside the 10. The speed on display. He's in. Kyron Williams. Touchdown, Eagles. His 6th touchdown now for the season.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
Here's a first carry for their running back. And he'll gain about 6 there as it's up past the 35-yard line. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to 3rd down.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking 1st down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up 4th down.
Oh, the coverage was great. They gave him no room to operate and made him pay for catching the ball. First down, it is Williams. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
On 2nd down, Hurts. Quick throw here is complete.
Well, let's give the defense a little credit here. You talk about read and reacting quickly. They recognize the screen right out of the jump, and he's able to beat the blocker to the spot and keep him to no gain.
Here's a 3rd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. Call it a gain of 13. 1st down, Philadelphia.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
25 yards, the pickup there. Good for an Eagles 1st down.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
Oh, yeah. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Now Hurts. That's complete on the tight end screen. And he'll be taken down, and that's going to do it. That's the last play of the 1st quarter.
7-7.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Off the bootleg, it's Hurts. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. A give, and here comes Williams. And he nearly got the 1st down there. He'll give him 9 yards, but setting up a very manageable 3rd and 1.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in. Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this 4th down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to him, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
Elliott's kick is good. And the Eagles will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. His drive will start on the ground. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. Off the bootleg. Here's Daniels. That's caught. It's Javon Baker. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
So the best thing this wide receiver is able to do here, Mike, on this crossing route is once he gets the ball in his hands, he's able to put his foot in the ground and get vertical. So often you see these guys get strung out sideline to sideline, and they're not able to pick up big yards after the catch. So really nice job here, and it leads to a big gain.
It picks up 25 yards and gives them a golden opportunity. It's 1st and goal. Here's a run. Marked down at the 6. Here now, 2nd down and goal. They'll go with him again. And some space opening up as he works it down to the 2. Big play coming up. 3rd and goal. Motion man is Rice. They'll try to run this one in. And he is not going to get in. They make the tackle at the line of scrimmage. That's going to bring up 4th and goal.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground, Mike. There was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
Some extra bulk out there. They're going to roll the dice and go for it on 4th and goal. They'll try and run for it. And he will power his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Commanders. So they decide to go for the touchdown, and Greg, they get rewarded on 4th and goal with the 6 points.
Yeah, I think the safe bet there is you settle for the field goal and you're happy coming off the field with points. But not this play caller. He rolls the dice a little bit, but give credit to the offensive line. They created just enough of a lane for this back to take it in for 6.
And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. He'll take this ahead. It's a pickup of 3. Kenny Moore there to make the play. They face second down and 7. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He'll get this complete. That's A.J. Brown. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll be back just outside the nation's capital after this. Third and 6. Here's Hurts. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Penny Moore. And he's going to be out of bounds, but he has his offense set up in great field position inside the red zone. To throw is Daniels on 1st and 10. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll go play action here with Daniels. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
So instead of celebrating a touchdown, he's just heading back to his huddle trying to keep his head up as everyone kind of looks at him sideways. If that ball hits your hands at this level, you've just got to make the catch. That's what your quarterback's counting on. That's what your teammates are counting on. Frankly, that's what this entire stadium is counting on.
On third down, they'll throw with Daniels. Got his man at the 6. And the Commanders are going to have 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5-yard line.
Sudden change. So you find yourself defensively a little bit on your heels. Your offense just turned the ball over, and now you've got to go out and make a stand. Well, so far this offense has moved the ball pretty quickly, but can they dig in and at least force a field goal? And this is a great example of why it's so important on defense to sprint to the ball. His ability to make people miss is hard for one guy to get him on the ground. But when you can get everybody to the ball, eventually you can take them down. And in this case, they do it for a loss.
Second and goal. Now it's from the 6-yard line. Looking for a seam, but will not find one. He'll take this down to the 4-yard line. Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal. It's Daniels. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. Now the Eagles will use the last of their timeouts. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half. Good snap. Good hold. Good kick. And the Commanders will open up a touchdown lead. It's now 17-10. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Hurts. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
As this offense continues to try to find its way out of this hole, things are going to just continue to get more difficult if they can't protect the passer. The longer you trail, the more the defense knows you need to throw the ball, and they're going to have to protect their quarterback a lot better than they did there.
And some good blocking, springing up. A gain of 9 as we get to third down.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
Third and long. To throw is Hurts. And that is incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Now fair catch is taken back inside the 40. Now Daniels throwing on 1st and 10. Got a man. That's Rashee Rice. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
On 1st down, Daniels. That's caught. Christian McCaffrey. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Now Dan Quinn will send out the field goal unit. This is going to be from 53 yards out. And that one not going to get there, and it's wide to the left as well. It's no good. And this is going to remain a one-possession game. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. To throw is Hurts. Now a screen set up for Barkley. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half. About to get started. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. RPO, they throw it to Rice. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. Off the play fake, here's Daniels. That'll be intercepted. Picked off by Cooper DeJean. And a nice return here as well. He is out of bounds near the 40.
So we saw in the first half, Mike, they were willing to take some risks. It allowed them to build this halftime lead. Now the opposing sideline, they're looking to fight back. They're looking to cut that lead down. That's what that coverage seemed. It looked like they baited that quarterback to force that errant throw and lead to that turnover. Now it's their offense coming back on the field with a chance to cut this deficit. He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Second down throw for Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
Downfield, got him, and he's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Philadelphia. What a luxury to have in an offense, a tight end who can take it down the field like that and take it the distance. Shades of Greg Olsen back in the day.
Well, I appreciate that, Mike, but I think it's clear by now that we all know what's the most impactful position on offense. It's the tight end. And when you have a guy like this who can not only make those difficult catches underneath, but who can get down the field for these big plays, man, you got yourselves a weapon.
So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. From the shotgun, it's Daniel. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
Based on the routes downfield, it looked like the protection was designed to give the quarterback a little bit more time to wait for things to uncover downfield. So give credit up front to the defensive line. Immediate pressure early speeds up the quarterback's clock. He's got no choice than to get rid of it, probably a little bit earlier than he would have preferred. I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
Third and long, and here's Daniels. That's complete. Taken in by Franklin. That is well done there. Converting on 3rd and 15.
That's about as big time as you get. There's a saying, Mike, that you really judge your quarterback by his ability to operate, not only on third down, but what they call third and pass, meaning it's such a long down and distance, they have no choice but to air the ball out. And when you can convert third downs at that distance, chances are you got a pretty big-time quarterback.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They bring the tight end in motion. On 2nd down, it's Daniels. To the left side in the hands of Rice.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. That's caught by McCaffrey. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, the quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. Throwing on 2nd down, Daniel. Javon Baker was the intended receiver. And it's going to be 3rd down.
You just can't say enough about how hard it is to play cornerback in today's modern NFL, Mike. I mean, not only are these wide receivers better than ever, but the way the rules are written, you're really out there on an island with not a lot of options. Your technique has to be perfect. Your timing has to be perfect. It's exactly what we saw here, and he makes a great play on the ball. The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up first downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there, with that 3rd down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
Rice open, he's got it. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Second down and 3. They send the tight end in motion. Keep it in the air. Here's Daniels. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete. Troy Franklin, the intended target. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And it looks like he's going to have enough for the 1st down. Yes, he does. 1st and goal coming up. So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. From the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal. They'll stick with him again. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal.
A gain of 1 yard on the play. It's now 3rd and goal.
They'll run. And waiting, no signal. He did not. No, he did not get in. And that's going to bring up 4th and goal.
That's really well done defensively, Mike. The key to these situations is you got to engage with the blocker, bottle it up, but then you have to get off the block.
And he's able to get the ball across the goal line. He's in. Jaden Daniels. Touchdown, Washington. Extra point attempt to come here. He's got it. And the Commanders will go up by 7. So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Williams gets it from the pistol. He is met and dropped. Good defense. Loss of a couple on that play.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
That's caught. Left side. It's complete.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
On 1st down, it's Hurts. That'll be taken in by Barkley. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
On the give, it's Williams. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
2nd and short. Normally, this is a great time, Mike, to put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield. But in this case, they keep it on the ground. Has a similar effect. They pick up a good gain and a 1st down.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Hurts. To the outside. Catch made by Brown.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Here's the give up the middle with Williams. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he's going to have the 1st down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going. Now Hurts. Quick throw, taken in. And that is going nowhere in a hurry. Finally taken down well behind the line. Now on 2nd and long. from the shotgun. It's Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
So the defense comes out in a cover 2 shell. What that means, Mike, is the 2 safeties are going to split the field in half. One guy has one half, and the other guy has the other. There are abilities to get down the middle of the field, especially if you have speed. But really where you can attack it is they don't have enough guys to defend all of the underneath zones. And if you run the right concepts with the right quarterback, you can pick them apart.
He was looking for A.J. Brown that time. And it's going to be 4th down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. Truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
This one has plenty of leg. And it is good. Well, every bit helps as they draw just a little bit closer.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. Daniels to throw on 2nd down. 2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. They'll drop to throw. That is caught. He gets the hook up with Rice. Whistles here. We have another stoppage. Timeout called by the defense with 1:53 remaining. Here's Christian McCaffrey to get things started. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. On the counter, it's McCaffrey. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down. They'll throw with Daniels. He's got a receiver. That's Baker. 11 yards on the connection there. Good for a Commanders 1st down.
And that 1st down should all but do it, Mike. With only 1 remaining timeout, the defense just can't stop the clock enough. Got to imagine it's victory formation. We're a couple kneels away from this game being over.